Surfing is tough. We only get seconds per wave to practice something specific. Our thoughts often get pushed aside by things like popping up, which direction am I going to go in, is this wave going to close out and slam me? That's why improving at surfing can be such a slow and painful process, but it doesn't have to be. I started this YouTube channel about 9 months ago with the thought that I'm going to document my longboard surfing improvement journey. The motivation to come up with new video ideas every week, new techniques to work on, it all really taught me a lot about the learning process as a whole. Without this YouTube channel, I would not have improved as fast as I did. And in this video, I'm going to teach you some tips that can help you improve quick without having to start a YouTube channel. Stay tuned. If your goal is to improve quickly, never go surfing without a specific plan. Today I'll be surfing remnants of Hurricane Henri, and I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but at least I know a few goals I have set for the day. Well, good morning. I have many things I want to work on, so let's get headed to the beach. All right, and we're off. Let's go to the beach. Oh, the stupid beep. Once I see the waves, I'll narrow down what I'll be working on to only 1 or 2 things, and I'll try to stick to that the whole session. Sticking to the task is the hard part, but I'll give you a few tips on how to achieve that throughout the session. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one today, boy. All right, we got some clean lines and a very light offshore wind. There's no way it's 8 to 16 miles an hour yet, but you know, it's early, still early. Wind is never strong in the morning, and this is a good spot. I gotta remember this one because this is good. All right, let's go check another spot and see what we have going on. Oftentimes we get tunnel vision and only look at the set waves when we're searching for a break, but take some time and look at the smaller waves in between the sets. I can head to a crowded surf spot and have double the wave time of everybody else just by sitting inside and catching the smaller waves. The more wave time you get per session, the quicker you'll improve. And that's science. Science. So I'm at the usual spot now. By usual, I mean the spot, you know, I've been surfing the last few weeks. And this one has been working. The only problem with this one is it is one of the more crowded spots. So hopefully it's not too crowded today, but see, this is one of the smaller inside waves, and look how it's peeling. That one might be too small, but here comes another one. Again, another pretty good peeler, and there's another small one. But yeah, that's often what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the smaller wave to be good. And if the small wave is good, I know there's a beautiful right. If the small wave is good, I know I'm gonna have a good time. Behind it's another good one. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun. I am very, very excited. Oh boy. The name of the game today is, obviously, again, I know I'm going to bore you guys to death with working on the same thing, but making sure each step stabilizes the board. You can see in the last few videos, I've kind of slowed my cross-stepping down, and I'm just paying more attention to where my feet are and that each step I take keeps the board stable. Such a good technique. So I'm going to be thinking about that, but also, you know, when I asked a few videos ago, what do you think the problem is with my cross-stepping? No one guessed what I was thinking about, but they mentioned many other problems with my cross-stepping, and they're all true. The size of my steps, I still struggle staying on the center line of the board. I don't know why, but I'm gonna really try to focus on center line. I'm getting suited up now. I gotta get out there as soon as possible. I'm gonna get out there before anyone else shows up. And then Gilad, Tom, Max, they'll just have to meet me out in the water. Chris, the drone pilot, should be here soon. And we're gonna get this thing going. I'm excited. Of course, I'm gonna keep the fin forward again today because that's been really working for me. It's important to not have too many things to work on at once. Much like golf, if you have more than 1 or 2 thoughts, you'll likely forget about all of them. If you pick one thing, you're more likely to start improving on that one thing. Today I'm working on slowing my steps down to keep stability as my main task, but as a side task, I'll be focusing on centerline stepping. The day started off with most of my waves closing out, but after 20 minutes or so, I caught this beauty of a wave. This wave was one of the major successes of the day because I achieved both goals at once. Smooth, stable cross-stepping with my feet on the center line. You do learn more from your failures, which we'll get into in a moment, but when you succeed, you have to soak up that feeling and use it as motivation for the rest of the session. The key to sticking to your task is to remind yourself constantly what you're working on. When I see a wave coming, I'll start repeating, slow your steps down, slow your steps down, slow your steps down. As I start to pop up, I'll repeat, slow your steps down. While I'm riding down the line, I'll repeat, slow your steps down. And when the wave is done, I'll repeat, you guessed it, slow your steps down. We need constant reminders of what we're working on, or the wave will blow by in the blink of an eye. Gilad is working on looking down the line during takeoff rather than looking at his board. The common phrase Gilad has been using is, don't look at your board, don't look at your board. He'll often hear me yelling those words at him while he's popping up. I'm not sure he appreciates that, but I can't help myself. Now for the fun part, failure.
It's a strange world we're living in. The space between us, paper thin. Nothing's quite what it seems.
You learn more from failure than success. I know we've all heard this 100 times, but it couldn't be more true. Every wave you screw up is a lesson you just learned, whether you realize it or not. This is why spending as much time in the water as possible will dramatically help your improvement. However, time in the water is not enough if you're looking to improve efficiently. Directly after you make a mistake, think about a dramatic change you can implement on the next wave. Here's me reverting back to my old ways of rushing the cross steps. I obviously wasn't screaming, slow your steps down, on this one, and the wave was a quick wake-up call that I lost my focus. Do your best to look at your failures as a positive wake-up call to stay focused and continue working towards the goal you set for yourself. This doesn't apply just to surfing, by the way. Now that you know how to improve efficiently, check out this video next for a crucial cross-stepping tip and a more detailed version of what I was working on today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody next time.